Hi, this is Pat the editor, and this is my 2023 Conquest experience. Up. Di tayo dun sa sugar coating. Dun tayo sa legit highlight and summary of day 3 ng Conquest 2023. So let's go. So hey guys, as mentioned in the intro of this video, I'm gonna share with you my first time experience joining this kind of conference or convention or whatever you want to call it. I got a chance to join the day 3 for this festival. So as you all know, I live in San Pablo City, Laguna, and it's a bit far, to be honest, from MOA or from SMX. So I traveled via motorcycle and I left San Pablo City at around early in 4 a.m. And then I reached the destination or SMX at around 6 a.m. So after parking, I asked for the guards where is the line for the Conquest, and then they just point to me. Yeah, it's in the SMOA atrium. And also I checked the page for the claiming of the wristband, which is the thing that you need to enter and re-enter the SMX Convention Center. So when I reached the atrium, there was already a line piling up in front of me at around 6 a.m. Too early. And then after reaching it, yeah, I just stayed in the line. And then a lady from Conquest handing out a paper to the people on the line and asking them to write the names of the people who will claim their wristband. And supposedly this girl is saying that, yeah, we're in the right place or in the right line to claim our wristband for the day pass. So you can enter SMX with no hassle because it's the main requirement to enter. And then after listing down our name, I think it was around 70 plus people, if I remember it correctly. But when I finished writing down my name, people are already piling up. We were all there to claim our wristbands. So we stayed there for about an hour. I reached atrium at around 6 a.m. or 6:30 a.m. as mentioned, and the line started moving up at around almost 8 a.m. I think. So we spent an hour just staying on that line. And then when the line started to move, two members of Conquest staffs is standing in the door at the atrium, and they're holding kind of like this. They are showing to people. They're showing a paper that has something written on it, and they're just showing it, and they're not telling us what's the meaning of that paper, but we just follow the first instruction that was given to us, which is fall in line to claim your wristband in the atrium. So, what was the content of that paper? The thing is, it's written on the paper that if you want to claim your wristband for your day pass, etc., you have to go to Microtel. So, we're kind of confused already in the morning. Nothing's even happening yet. And we're asking the staffs why. And they're just apologizing to us, but they're just insisting that to claim the wristband, we need to go to Microtel. So, to make it simple, I'll just put a Google Map screenshot of this place. And if you're from Manila or around NCR, or if you usually go to MOA, you know that there's a big part of walkathon there. So you just need to walk. This is the SMOA atrium, and then this is the location of Microtel. So it's gonna be like a few minute walk. And before you reach Microtel, we need to go past the side part of SMX convention. And because we spent like an hour or almost 2 hours waiting on the first line that we're gonna be claiming the wristband, there are already people waiting on the line in front of SMX. They are the people who has already like the 3-day pass, etc., the premium pass, and then the early birds who already got their wristband. So it's a mix. And the thing that we can only do is to at least to go faster than the other people who are already pissed as us, because we just waited an hour in the atrium and they're just gonna tell us that the claiming of the wristband is gonna be in Microtel. After we got to Microtel, the line was very smooth, and for me that was the best part. Don't worry guys, you're gonna hear plenty and plenty of falling in line here in this story. So after getting a wristband, the thing is we need now to go and wait in the front line or in the line for the SMX convention. But yeah, before I forgot, before we left for Microtel, we still went inside SMOA atrium because we were able to get this. If you know what this is a fan meet voucher for your selected content creator. For the day 4, there are lots of people or content creator that you can choose from. But yeah, definitely I chose this 3. Valkyrie, Saikuno, and Fusely or Leslie. Because for me, they're my favorites and they're the people that I watch usually. This is the Paconsuelo. But the thing is, this is a limited fan meet voucher for each content creator. So once the stab is gonna be out of stock, it's game over. And supposedly this is announced to be given at around 10 a.m. So still lucky though. Still was able to meet this 3 awesome people. But we're gonna go to that story later. So we're gonna go back to the map. So after another walking session, we finally reach the SMX Convention Center. So let's zoom in with the SMX Convention Center. So we reached that place at around 8:30 or 8:30 something. So let me go ahead and draw a graph of the line from where we started and how it took like forever to enter the convention center. So we started our line here, and to be honest, we were stuck there for almost an hour and a half, and then the people kept piling up because it's almost 9 a.m. and there's no other choice, because if you want to get in earlier or as much as earlier as you want, you need to stay on the line and not lose your position, because the security is strict. They are very strict when it comes to the line, so you don't have a choice but to stay on the line. But don't worry, if you have friends, you can at least ask them to buy you drinks, buy you food, something like that. So lucky for people who has someone that they can ask on that day. But for me, I was just solo, so I just stood there to at least not lose my position or my line. After a few minutes after getting in there, it piled up big time. You can see the clips also in Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. So for that line, it took us like another 2 hours standing in the line. So we're gonna sum it up. For just standing in the line from SMO Atrium, it took us an hour. And then for the microtel, the walking and the falling in lining, it took us another, let's say, 45 minutes. So yeah, almost 2 hours were already spent just falling in line to get things. And then for the SMX Convention Center itself, it took like another hour or an hour and a half. I think it's almost 2 hours to others. Actually, when I left San Pablo, I was like full of energy. I was so hyped. I was so happy. I was so excited. But you know, the feeling of being tired, you cannot escape that, bro. From falling in line, it took like a greater time. But don't worry, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not blaming the line or anything. Maybe I'm not just used to it, right? Because it was my first time. So I'm open minded to that. And I truly understand if ever that's a normal thing. So no problem with me. It was just like for me personally, it's a bit draining for that experience. Maybe I have to experience that because it's a normal thing. I don't know. All in all, after getting in, finally can roam around SMX. And I don't know if I have. I'm just having some clips because to be honest, after getting in, I was already tired. I wasn't able to do a vlog or the content that I was supposed to do because I don't have enough energy anymore. And I'm shy because I was just solo. But don't worry, I have some pictures with some people, with some characters or cosplayers. And don't worry guys, I'm gonna make Bowie next time. So yeah, that's the story of how I get in SMX convention, and it took like half of my energy out. And then after getting in, I think I have some clips. I went to the Valorant or the Riot booth. It was so awesome. There was like the League of Legends thing. I'm so sorry, I am not a League of Legends player, but I'll just show it to you. And then the Valorant Lotus map. I wasn't able to get in, unfortunately, but I have some clips outside. Yeah, you can see it here, or just gonna flash it here. So yeah, so good job on the first half or the first main task. I don't know why it took so long, but that's just the story of how I get in SMX. And then after getting in, I was able to roam around for about an hour from 10 a.m. to 11. Luckily, I was able to get in line early for one of my target creators or voice actors to at least get an autograph from or buy some simple merch. I was able to get some autograph from the voice actor of Neon from Valorant, which is Vanille Velasquez. She was so freaking adorable, and she's all smiles. I love her attitude. Because as I was falling in line, people were like, or the people on the line was like, they're two people or they're friends, couples, three of friends, and I was so quiet at that time because I was just so starstruck, and I forgot to ask her to say the lines that I want to say, but she just wrote it. It's for my friends, my Valorant trio friends. Yeah, so took a picture with her, and she's so adorable. She's so lovely. So thank you very much for giving me the opportunity for that. So after taking or spending the time in falling in line for Miss Vanille, which was so worth it, I just want to add. So I remember that I have the fan meet voucher to attend to because it has a time limit though. It was mentioned that it was for 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. So what did I do? I went out and looked for some staff and asked them exactly where's this Meet Zone A, Forbes 1 and 2. Because I was looking at the map, I cannot see it on the SMX convention. I asked from some staff and they told us, or one of the staffs told me that the Meet Zone A, Forbes 1 and 2, it's in the upper floor. And if you're gonna check SMX convention, you can see that when you enter it, there's gonna be like H1 to something something, and then if ever you're gonna go up, it's gonna show you an F numbers. I don't know the number. I think F1, 2, 3, 4, something like that from the doors, and they told me that it was there. So I went up again. This time it was still easy to go up. So I was able to look again in the second floor. I thought it was in the meet and greet zone for like in the booth with Vanille Velasquez's area. But as I asked another staff from the upper floor, they told me that this meet and greet is gonna be in Conrad Hotel. I don't know if it was posted on the Facebook page, but sorry if it is. Wasn't able to notice or check. So I just went there to the Conrad Hotel, and then after I went out, I was wondering how can I re-enter the SMX because at this time in the noon, people are still piling up in front, in the side of SMX Convention Center. And when I leave earlier for going to the meet and greet for my 3 favorite people, there was an announcement that the second floor is at full capacity, so please wait in line if ever you want to go up, or you can go in the ground hall first and explore it. But the thing is, the second floor has like the content creators booths, so I don't know what to do. So what I did to get back in SMX Center, because the line was still piling up, I cannot wait or spend another an hour, 2 hours just to fall in line to just go back in. I just go to the basement floor again, where I park my motorcycle. And just a disclaimer, it was a paid parking, so I'm confident to go under the stairs. So I tried to use the stairs. I was able to go in and enter back the SMX Convention Center smoothly. It's a technique, guys. You can use it. If ever you want to go in, just have to find a way. So after getting in back in the SMX convention, my next problem is how to get in the second floor, because there was another freaking line for the escalator, because as mentioned, we are going to be waiting for people to go down first before letting people go back up. So what I did was I tried to look for an escalator or side of an escalator that's not being moderately checked, and I was able to find one. I went to the side escalator and I was able to go up back to the second floor, and yeah, I spent most of my time there. I went back to Ketsukuwa's booth. Unfortunately, her staff told me that she's not gonna be going up anymore because she's gonna be doing a meet and greet down in the Riot booth. So I just bought a photo card as a support because she's still my favorite content creator from the Philippines, one of my favorite. So yeah, that's the gist of it. And then I spent like most of the time roaming, trying to find people or cosplayers that I can take picture with. At least I was able to get some. And people are so nice, you just have to ask them politely. So after 1 p.m. I tried going in the line for the Valorant or for the Riot booth, but unfortunately it was on break from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. I was just actually waiting for Kitsukuwa or trying to find her because I just want to autograph for the photo card, and then if ever I will be able to get that, I'll just go home because to be honest, she's one of the main reason why I want to go to this kind of event, because she's a jolly girl. To be honest, I love her attitude. Shout out to you, Lods Picture. And I'm happy that I was able to see her personally, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the autograph because she was like busy also. And that's understandable because you need to work first. If you're under Riot booth, you have to follow orders, you're not on your own. And you know what? On the Riot booth, there was a couple of people who performed. And do you know who were those people were? It was Lily, Pichu, and Michael freakin Reeves. So I just roam around again in the first floor and the ground floor, and I was able to see this guy, one of my TikToker idols, and this guy, the legend himself. I was also able to see some YouTubers from the Philippines, which is Nino Rai. I was able to see him a bit far zone because they're doing like content. So yeah, all in all, that is my highlight and my summary for my Conquest 2023 experience. I'm just gonna post if ever there are some videos, luckily or hopefully. So see you guys later. Thank you very much for listening to my rambling words, and catch you guys.